Within that brief time, by the time we hit the front room, all I heard was doo 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 doo. And I just looked and I immediately took off running to the side door. My son laid out on the floor. He's dead weight. I couldn't pick him up by myself. I'm screaming, please help me. Help me pick my baby up off this floor. His dad was standing there. One of the guys made 2-3 of his dad. He's standing there. The other white man that was with him, he just pacing back and forth. They just stood there and looked at me without a care in the world.
What up, gang? I'm back with another video. I say I'm back with another video. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Yes, I said subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. It's free. Do it for me. What up, gang? I'm back with another video. Let's get into it. Jayda Youngan mom finally broke her silence after almost 3 years. Yesterday, she took to social media and dropped shocking information. She feel he was set up, not by his friends, not by a female, but maybe by his dad or his dad friends. Allegedly, she say Jayda Youngan dad and his dad friends refused to help him out the house to the car after his body was filled with holes. In her words, they just looked at him without a care in the world. According to Jayda Youngan mom, Jayda Youngan even asked his dad friend, did he set him up? His response was no, but she believed somebody did. Check out this clip.
Supposed to have been painting a car, doing the interior, something for my son. Me and Jay had already been up. We had been up all night, all freaking night, because of another situation that happened. I'ma just say it like that. Okay, we didn't even get up to that evening. Well, when Jay's dad came, everything happened real quickly. Jay's dad came by the house with these two other gentlemen. Well, Jay was gonna pay the guys. Was supposed to be giving them money to do whatever work he was gonna have them do. I don't fucking know. And the money, he had got $8,000 out of the $10,000 band. He left $2,000 sitting on the bed. He had told me he was finna, pay the guys. He finna holler at his daddy for a minute. Okay. Now, I told my daughter. My daughter was 12 years old at the time. Jay went outside with his dad. All this happened real quickly because Jay wasn't even outside 20 good minutes. Well, I told my daughter, excuse me, someone's calling me through Messenger. I told my daughter to go get the mail out the mailbox. Well, my daughter went. Jay, his father, and the two other gentlemen, all four of them were sitting on the porch. My daughter went out there, got the mail. She came back in the house. When she came back in the house, I met her at the door, was getting ready to walk up the little stairway. Within that brief time, by the time we hit the front room, all I heard was doo 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 doo. And I just looked and I immediately took off running to the side door. Well, by the time I made it to the side door, my son was already coming through the motherfucking door. He pushed me against the wall. I hit the wall. He swung over and he said, "Mama, close the door." So I heard him close the door. When I'm locking the door. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And when I turned and looked, all I seen was my son standing there with holes all in his body. Of course, as a mother, I lost it. I'm screaming. I'm panicking. And the only thing my son said was, "Mama, just get me to the hospital." We both walked in my room. I'm trying to find my keys. I done emptied my whole purse on the floor. My daughter's in shock. She's standing there screaming to the top of her lungs. He never cried out. He never screamed. He never panicked. He said, "Mama, get me to the hospital." By this time, I hear a knock at the side door. So I peek around, and it was his dad at the door. Well, when all this happened, his dad had a chick with him. She was in the car. When the shots and everything rung out, she hid on the floor of the car. Well, his dad, the chick, the young lady, and the two other guys, I open the door, they come inside. Jay was leaning against the dresser, standing in my room still. He was like, y'all, get me to the hospital, y'all. I'm screaming because I can't find my keys. I'm like, y'all, we got to get him to the hospital. Well, Jay walked away from my dresser, and then by this time, he just kneeled. He took a knee on the floor. He was like, y'all, come on, get me to the hospital. And he just laid out on the floor. So, I'm screaming. And I'm going to say this. This is what the fuck y'all don't know. And y'all, people wonder why I went silent after my son's death. My son laid out on the floor. He's dead weight. I couldn't pick him up by myself. I'm screaming. Please help me. Help me pick my baby up off this floor. I grabbed my son by the legs. His dad was standing there. His dad got shot in the leg. That was it. His dad was standing there. One of the guys made 2-3 of his dad. He's standing there. The other white man that was with him, he just pacing back and forth. They just stood there and looked at me without a care in the fucking world. Not one of all three of them fucking men helped me pick my boy up off that floor. The young lady that was there with his dad, she grabbed my son under his arms, and I grabbed him by his legs, and we toted my child out that fucking house. We toted him out the house. Not none of them. So that's why I screamed and I told every fucking body that would listen to me. No one would listen. I feel like it was a setup. Yes, I do. I do. I don't know what the fuck, how the fuck. One motherfucking shooter. One person. How the fuck would he knew, like in a matter of 15 minutes, to come to my house and do all this? Now, I can't say who did what, when, where, nothing. What I can say is that God don't sleep and he sees and knows all. And he says, vengeance is mine. And I know that anybody that had anything to do with this, and whatever happens, they will pay. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but they will pay. We got my baby out that fucking house. We managed to get him on back of one of the dude's truck. By that time, I'm holding my son. He asked me, said, what car wreck? He asked me what my daughter was. I hadn't already told my daughter to go in the bathroom, lock the door, hide. I don't know what's going on. Somebody gonna try to come back. No, nothing. All this shit happens quickly. He asked me what my daughter was. He said he wanted some water. He was like, Kyra. I said, she in the house, baby. I said, just hang in there. Fight. Just hang in there. I'm holding my child. He still didn't cry out. He looked up at me. He said, Mama. He smiled. He said, Mama. He kissed me on my jaw, my left cheek. He said, Mama, I love you, but I'm not gonna make it. Put yourself in my shoes. For anybody that is a parent out there, put yourself in my motherfucking shoes. How would you feel? You know what I'm saying? And this is not some shit that I normally do, because I ain't got no business. It's gonna be 3 years. I ain't got no business on here crying and doing all this on social media. But hey, I'm gonna get the shit off my chest, and y'all will never hear from me again about it. Like, it's done. He is gone. Y'all, he's gone. Let him rest. The ambulance and the police made it there real quickly. They screamed and was telling me to get out the way so they can work on him. I didn't want to let him go. So I had to move. They got him. And when they put him on the stretcher, the words that came out of his mouth, he looked up at the big guy. He said, man, you set me up. Dude would holler, no. Well, they got him in the ambulance and stuff. I don't even know how the fuck I ended up on the ground. I don't even fucking know. It's just a lot was going on. My oldest son made it there. He came grab me. He was like, well, my brother. I said, they got him in the ambulance. He walked me over to the ambulance, opened the door. Jay was sitting there, just calm. He was just propped up, just sitting there chilling. So Yada said, you all right, nigga? You all right? And the last words, the very last words that I heard come out of my son's mouth was, I'm not gonna make it. That was it. Well, we went to the hospital. Of course, it was 1 million people at the hospital. They locked the hospital down. They wouldn't let nobody in there. I'm in the hospital. They wouldn't even let me in the back with him. Thank God Cody's mom was there, one of the ER nurses that day. She came in there, came out in the waiting area. She was like, Tish, your baby's okay. Your baby's okay. He's talking, you know. He wanted to FaceTime you and his baby, but she said, I don't have my phone on me. My biggest thing was I was upset because the whole time, my baby, I felt like he might even felt like he was in that hospital alone, and I was there, but they wouldn't let me in there. Jay lived about 7 hours after that. They had to take him into surgery. Jay had many shots. He had many shots. Well, the biggest things was the shots to his abdomen area. He had damage to his lungs, to his liver, to his intestines, and they had to get that under control. Well, he made it through surgery. I'm in ICU, but in the waiting area. The surgeon came in to talk to me and let me know about the damage. He said, well, we got that taken care of. He said, but it's the loss of blood. He said, we're giving him blood, but he is oozing, his exact words. He's oozing from everywhere. He said, so, but we got him out of surgery and everything. He said, we getting ready to transfer him up to ICU. We just got to pray that he make it through the night. So I'm like, okay. Well, in the midst of waiting, I don't know who the fuck news people done posted that my son was dead. I hadn't even been notified, They came back in there and told me my son was gone. He coded. His blood pressure dropped too low and they couldn't get it back up, and he coded. Now, y'all been wanting to know what happened so badly. So many lies about what happened that day and this, that is sickening. I've never, and it's gonna be 3 years, I've never got on here and I've never spoke about it.
After watching the clip, y'all get in the comment section and let me know what you think. Jayda Youngan father spoke with TMZ and said his son was ambushed by 5 gunmen. 3 men allegedly pulled up in the black truck, and as they attempted to run in the house, 2 more people approached from the side of the house and opened fire. Jayda Youngan was hit at least 8 times, and his dad was shot in the leg. I'm not gonna lie, after listening to his mom, something not right. His dad or his dad friends set him up. But y'all get in the comments and let me know what you think. I could be wrong. His ops could have just laid on him and wait for the perfect time. And him on the porch with his dad and his dad friends could have been the perfect time. But what's gonna explain his dad and his dad friends' reaction? As Jayda Youngan was filled with holes, begging his mom to get him to the hospital, and she screaming and telling his dad and his dad friends to help her pick him up. She said they just looked at him with no care in the world. There was only one guy that was pacing back and forth. Even if they was shocked, even if they was caught in the moment and wasn't thinking clear, after her and another young lady that was with the guys dragged Jayda Youngan out, they still didn't think to help these two women. Y'all get in the comments and tell me what you think, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications. It's free. Do it for me.
So we are learning more about the deadly shooting in Bogalusa.
The family of the victim, Javaria Scott, known as Jayda Youngan, they say that he was standing outside of his home on Superior Avenue when someone opened fire, killing the rap artist.
WDSU News reporter Shay O'Connor spoke to Scott's grandfather, and he says he wants justice. It's a story you'll see only on 6.
There will be no stone left unturned until we found out who took him.
L.C. Jefferson says he's devastated at the news that his grandson, 24-year-old Javaria Scott, also known as Jayda Youngan, was murdered Wednesday night in his hometown of Bogalusa.
This is only what I hear. Someone came up from behind the house, and with a ski mask on and gunned him down in broad open daylight on a public road, a road that's a busy road. So people have gotten so bold of doing things today because they know or they feel like they won't be caught.
The rapper, well known on social media for his song 23 Island.
New bag, brand new deposit. Brand new deposit.
That song now has more than 17 million streams on Spotify. To his grandfather, he was just a kid trying to make it in music.
I remember when he first started his music. I remember him sitting out here 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, him and his cousin writing music. It's sad that at his young age, just when he was really getting things right the way that they should be, that he had to be taken away.
The family confirms Scott's dad, Kenyatta Scott, was also shot. Police say he's expected to be okay. The news quickly spread, followers showing love online for the slain rapper. Police say they want to find the person responsible and say there's already been a number of shootings in the area since the rapper was killed.
A few minutes later, while my officers are investigating this scene, we had a call of another shooting across town. Later in the night, a few hours later, we had a third shooting where a house was shot up that we also believe to be related.
Police say no one was hurt during the other 2 shootings. A few suspects have been identified, but no motive or suspect yet in the case of Jayda Youngan. Family members say they hope the community will pull through for them and help to solve the case. In the meantime, Jefferson says he finds solace in the legacy his grandson leaves behind.
Looking at him and looking at the way he made his music and looking at where he come from, it gives other people hope. And his music gave them hope, but it's gone now.
Shay O'Connor, WDSU News.
Promo alert, promo alert, promo alert. Today is your boy Hot Boy Pooey. Make sure you go follow him on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that like button, comment, and let him know I sent you. He just dropped a banger called Rolling. Pocket Man diss. Hey, look, I don't know who Pocket Man is, and I don't know what he did, but Hot Boy Pooey, he rolling. Check it out. The link will be down in the comment section. Y'all get in his comment section and let him know, is it hot or not?
Nigga, we rollin',
Hey, do me a favor. Look down right there to the bottom left and hit that like button for me. Hit that like button right there. I appreciate it. Now continue watching. Promo alert if you need promo. DM me on Instagram at music101CEO. $30 for one promo video on my YouTube. $50 for 3 promo videos on my YouTube, $70 for 6 promo videos on my YouTube, and $130 for 12 promo videos on my YouTube channel. Make sure y'all tap in and get that promo if you want to win.